Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Life can be challenging, that's a fact. But life is good, life is good. I never really thought that I could see myself in the light so highly. I turned 30, a reflection of the God in me. Devil plays on the idle mind, I don't mind. Got shit to do for me and mine, I ain't got time. Be grateful for your life, don't be misunderstood. Every day that you wake up, life is good. Set your attention, pay attention and make the change. The bad for the good, just rearrange. When it comes to life, praise He the Most High. See your life transform, you ain't gotta ask why. Life is good, life is good, hey. Life is good, life is good, hey.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, we are here with another episode of the Life is Good podcast. As usual, you guys know I am so happy for you guys to be here and for listening, because you could have been or listening to anything else in the world. And guess what? You chose to listen to me, and I deeply, truly appreciate it. And I would really, truly appreciate if you already know, wherever you're listening to this podcast on, if you're watching it, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think. Follow us on Instagram as well. Life is Good Podcast on IG. And you can follow me, your girl Breezy, at Breezy the Artist on IG as well. All right. All right. So this week we are going to be talking about give yourself a break. Yeah. Give yourself a break. Don't break for too long, but give yourself a break. It's state law. It's state law. I think, past 5 hours, you need to give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. So you guys know a few weeks back when I went on the hiatus and we didn't have an episode for 2 weeks, my dear cousin Perp, who has a podcast herself called Stud Vision Podcast. Make sure y'all check that out if you haven't. She texted me and was like, hey, cuz, I noticed that you haven't released the episode. And she told me, I hope you're being gentle with yourself. That was so amazing. And it's true. You know, be gentle with you. You know what I mean? Give yourself a break, because hopefully, if you could do better, you would be doing better. And some of us need to do better, but that's fine. But give yourself a break, because we are some of the hardest critics of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So have you been gentle with yourself lately? Have you been nice to yourself? Have you been giving yourself a break? All right. We work really hard, you know, as people. You know, if you out here striving, you out here grinding, you out here doing your best, give yourself a break every now and then. We get so caught up in asking ourselves, okay, well, what's next? What can I be doing better? Comparing ourselves to other people, thinking about other people's lives, and, oh, I want to be here. By this age, I should have been there, or I should have been doing this, I should have been doing that. Calm down. Give yourself a break. And while you in that break, just rest and relax. You know, I was going to say during that break, uplift yourself, but sometimes that's even exhausting. Just give yourself a break. Be gentle with you. Calm down and allow yourself a moment to just be. Find something to do that you enjoy and give yourself a break. Especially people who are always on the grind, always on the go, who are trying to maximize this life and to live it to their fullest ability. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. I was talking to one of my friends, one of my good friends, and he was just like, oh, I don't have time to go out. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that. Yes, you do. Give yourself a break. I completely understand that you got goals, you got dreams, you got aspirations, you got shit you're trying to do. But you're not going to get a chance to have this moment again. You're not going to be this age anymore. You have to learn how to do a great work-life balance and make sure you're giving yourself a break, because you will exhaust yourself out trying to make sure that you are checking all these check boxes and making sure that you're doing this and making sure you're doing that. Oh, and make sure you're being intentional. Let me tell y'all something. And this little transition, you know what I mean? I've learned that being intentional is a huge part of being an adult and being, and just kind of growing. Being intentional when you first start off, or even just period, it can be a little exhausting. So give yourself a break. Give yourself a break from everything, a mental break, a physical break. Give yourself a break. And during that break, just same way when you do at work, when you on a break, a real break, it shouldn't be nothing work related. It shouldn't be nothing work related. It should be your time to just sit back, relax, have a drink of coffee, have a sip of wine, smoke a little weed, do whatever it is that puts you at ease, and give yourself a break. Because you're only human. You can only do so much. And you're doing amazing. I know this woman who is an amazing woman. She's a mother, and she is absolutely gorgeous. And I watch her move, and I watch the way she handles herself, the way she moves around, and I noticed, out of all this incredibleness, how she's hard on herself. She overwhelms herself, and all I could think is she needs to give herself a break. She needs to realize that she's just human. You're not Superwoman. But actually, no, I take that back. You are Superwoman. But not even Superman or Superman all the damn time. He even take his cape off and become Clark Kent. Relax. It's okay. Because you are doing great. You are achieving shit. You are accomplishing goals. You know, if you such in a rush to get to your goals, what happens when you make it to your goals? You ain't gonna have shit else to do. Calm down. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the process. Give yourself a break. Let yourself know, you know what? I am amazing. I am doing a great job. I am okay. I am doing good. Be gentle with yourself. Pat yourself on the back. And then give yourself a break. It's important for our mental state. It's important for our physical state. It's important for our emotional state. It's important for the relationships that we have around us. Because if we're not no good to ourselves, we're no good to anyone else. So that's why it starts with self and making sure you take care of self. People always want to tell people, oh, you being selfish. Let me tell you something. In this world, in this life, being selfish is not a negative thing. We need to find two different words for it, because sometimes you need to be selfish, because if you don't take care of self, you can't take care of nobody else. I know so many, and excuse me, I'm not a parent, but I know so many parents, so many people who are juggling so many things. They be like, oh, I ain't got time for me. You better make time for you, because whoever you taking care of gonna make time for themselves. You have to take care of you, because you can't pour from an empty cup. If you ain't got nothing in your cup and you study trying to, it don't work. Y'all know that. Y'all know how the analogy go, how the metaphor goes. You got to make sure you take care of you so you can be whole and full, so you can be able to give to other people, because you will exhaust yourself out. And then once you ain't got shit else in your cup, you study porn, you're not pouring nothing back into your cup. So once your cup is empty, you think, what? You think them people who you poured all that shit into gonna pour into your cup necessarily? Maybe they will. But all of that still ain't gonna fill your cup up. You have to fill your own cup up. You know what I'm saying? You have to take, and it starts with taking care of you. Give yourself a break. Be gentle. Do a spa day. I don't care what your gender is. Do a spa day. Spa moment. Spa hour. Shit, whatever you can do. Take a shower. A really long shower. I'll let you know what I do. When I need to take a break, I hop in the shower and I sit down in the shower. I sit down in the shower, get some music going, and I sit there and I relax. I chill. It don't be no more goddamn hot water left in that hot water heater. Hope you took a shower before me, because it's going to be a cold one after I'm done with it. You have to give yourself a break. I get so overwhelmed with so many of the things that I'm trying to juggle in my life. You guys know I quit my job about in September, August. I don't know. I quit my job some months back over the summer, and so people always think, oh, you know, you got a lot of time on your hands. Says who? I didn't quit my job to have a lot of time on my hands. I quit my job so I could focus on the other things that I need to put my energy into. And with that, I get so busy. I get so wrapped up, and what ends up happening is I get so overwhelmed that I'm forced to take a break. And being forced to take a break is worse than actually choosing to take a break, because when you're forced to take a break, you end up sometimes, well, for me, and for me, in my experience, when I'm forced to take a break, I'm down for a lot longer versus if I would have just decided to take small breaks. So now I'm not even on a break no more. I'm on an hour lunch, and I may be sent home for a little while, because now when I'm forced to sit down, I'm burnt out. So now I'm taking a break for days. Now shit is going undone for a while because I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so exhausted. I don't even want to think about shit, that I need to just sit here and relax for a while, find me something to do, and I don't even want to touch it again until I can start back up. Versus if I take those little small breaks, when I take those little small breaks that I'm choosing, I be like, okay, you know what, today, or not even today, but during this time, I'm going to block this time out to make sure I make time for Tila to just sit back and relax. I'm not going to think about all the shit that I have to do. I'm not going to think about my career. I'm not going to think about the podcast. I'm not going to think about the organization. I'm not going to think about anything else that I have to put intention into right now. I'm just going to relax. I'm going to sit back and chill. And maybe I do that for a couple hours, maybe in the morning, instead of getting up and working out and finding something productive to do. Maybe I sleep in for a little while. Okay, that's a chosen break. So then when I do get up, okay, let me knock out the rest of the stuff I got to do, right? Those are breaks we need to take too, like an actual break. But those breaks, they come with the mental too. During that time, I'm sitting back, I'm not thinking about anything. So during this time, it's a good time to binge watch. I don't need to think. I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't watch nearly as much TV as I used to watch. Like, if I was watching TV 100%, I probably watch TV about 10 to 15% now. Because I got so much shit to do. So during those times of those breaks, those are my times to watch TV, catch up on shows, sit back, watch it, let somebody else's life or let something else take me away so I don't have to think. Do that. Now, on the flip side, if you are on a consistent break, okay, get your ass up. There's some people who've been breaking for too long. You've been in this break room all shift, okay? We've been looking for you out on the floor. Okay, we've been calling you over the walkie-talkie. Your ass ain't answering. You need to get your ass back to work. Okay. Okay. All right. You need to get back in the game. It's time to go. We got people depending on you. There are some people, you know what I'm saying, who just been on a long hiatus of a break. You've been on a break for a long time. We all know people who take a little longer break than they need to. Get back up. And maybe you on a long break because your ass exhausted. Or maybe you're on a long break because you lazy. Are you being the best version of yourself? And it also asks, are you being gentle with yourself? Because a lot of times people who ain't doing shit, they really not being too gentle with themselves, okay? You got to think about it. You looking at them as a lazy mofo. They know they lazy. And those negative thoughts are probably crippling them from getting up and actually prospering, and doing the things that they need to do. You know what I'm saying? So even if you on a long break and you feel like you ain't doing shit, you feel like you stagnant, be gentle with yourself. Work on self so you can get up and do whatever you need to do, because people not just doing shit just because they ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? It be something that's going on with people, think blockages or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And if that's you got a blockage and you feel stagnant, you feel like you can't do nothing. Every time you move, you get pushed back down anyway. You tired of being disappointed. You know what I'm saying? You play victim. Are you playing victim? And you just feel like, oh, your mama didn't show you enough love. Nobody likes you. You know, it's always something. Look, take a break to think about yourself and think about what it is that you need to do to get your ass up and get back in the game and get back to work. But even in that space, be gentle with yourself. Be nicer to you. Okay? There's nothing wrong with putting positivity into your life. Feed yourself positive thoughts. Find some good that you have, because we are not all bad. We are not all good. Find the good in you and compliment yourself. If you're not used to complimenting yourself, wake up in the morning and think about one thing about yourself that's actually good. If you in a rut, if you feeling down, try that. Try starting off by waking up one day and say, you know what? I got a big heart. And maybe your big heart and having such a big heart is kind of what led you to the rut that you in. But that is still a good thing to have a big heart. You know, maybe you need to just fix the fences around it and make sure that you have some better security at the gate so that, you know, you won't just be letting anybody infiltrate your system. But I have a good heart. I am a good person. Okay? Don't think about the fact, don't get some of that negativity out. Let's focus on some of the positive and see how we can feed that and grow from it. Don't be stagnant in your positive and don't ever look at your negative. But I'm telling you, don't put so much energy into your negative where you put negativity on top of your negativity. Take some of that negativity and throw some positive on top of it, right? Oh, I'm lazy. Why are you lazy? You don't be feeling like getting up. Okay, well, I just went through a really bad breakup. So instead of putting, I just went through a really bad breakup because I ain't shit. Nah, let's take that negative out. I went through a really bad breakup. But I'm a really good person. So now we going on a positive, life. So now we can kind of drag ourselves out of that and start growing and moving on top of that. I'm a good person. I deserve better. What do you deserve? I deserve to have a beautiful home. I deserve to have someone who loves me. I deserve to have nice things. Okay, well, what are the steps you need to take to move on and get to that? Be gentle with yourself. You get more bees with honey. That's a true statement. You do. If you are more nicer to yourself and you're more gentle with yourself, you'll move differently. You'll feel differently because you have to teach people how to treat you. And if you're treating yourself like shit, you can't expect people to treat you like honey. You want bees or you want flies? Flies are attracted to shit. Bees are attracted to honey. Let's be sweet. So, again, I challenge you to ask yourself, have you been gentle with you? If you have not, give yourself a break, honey. All right. It's okay. As usual, y'all know, y'all been here with your girl, Breezy. And I noticed that I have not in a while done one of my quotes. I do apologize. One of the quotes or thing that I want to share with you guys that helps me is the difference between doers and donors is doers do. So do. And I will see y'all next week. If you have not, make sure you follow us on the Life is Good podcast and also follow your girl Breezy at Breezy the Artist. It has been a pleasure to be here to spend this time with you guys. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you. Until next time, peace.